Hello, everybody. Welcome to the subplot second episode. I'm your host, Jabulisa Jamela. Wow, we have we have mind blowing allegations going on. The allegations flying around. Ministers are involved in drugs. Police commissioners are involved in drug running. Indirectly, also involved in human trafficking. It's a lot, Buffett. It's a lot. But anyways, let's get into it. And welcome to the show. So as we all know, the allegations, the accusations that have been flying around, advocate therefore, he came prepared, man. He came prepared. He had his paperwork. Man was focused on what he wanted to say and what he wanted to do. And in my opinion, I believed him. But this mustn't come as a shock or a surprise to anyone. This has been pending for a while. This has been pending for a while. For a while now. And this is in my opinion, this is the direct result of passiveness by our leadership, by our elected officials. There are a lot of things going on right now in South Africa, bruh. And if you choose to listen to the foreigner narrative, you're going to get lost in the source. Foreigners are not the people here, we are not the problem. If you follow that media narrative, well, a lot of people, brother, want to use that narrative like see foreigners are doing this and doing that. No, it be our own people. It's our own people. It's always, you only get betrayed by your own people. Well, how do drugs come into the country? You need government access for that. You need people who can manipulate and make other people look the other way. So stop believing in that foreign narrative that the media has been trying to put out there. Those are distraction techniques. They're distracting you from the bigger picture so that they can continue doing what they want to do. So that they can continue drug peddling, gun running, human trafficking, all those nice things. I would not be surprised if all these missing people or these missing women are not linked to foreigners at all, but be our own people. It's always your own people at the end of the day that betray you. Betrayal doesn't come from outside. It comes from within your own house. And I'm not surprised at all. Even though the allegations that therefore said they sounded outrageous and outlandish, but the man had paperwork. The man dropped names, my man. The man said the names in live public, on a public domain, on podcast and chill, nigga. And that episode already has 1.5 million views. The man was not playing games. The man laid it bare and said, these are the people who are doing this and doing that. Now it's up to us as a people to support and get behind and protect these whistleblowers who are coming out and saying, hey, this is what's going on. This is what's really going on. And I wasn't happy with the president's response. It was very passive. It was very weak, in my opinion. If you're a leader and you're the main man, you should have just said, who are these people? Give me the names, round them up right now and put them in custody and let's investigate what the hell is going on here. This commission of inquiry that he said is going to propose, that thing is going to drag on, bruh. That thing is going to drag on just like what they did with the Zondo Commission and ever since the Mayo case. That thing is going to drag and drag and drag and drag. First month people will be interested. And after 6 months people will be like, let's move on. We've got things to do with our lives. Can't be sitting here. And you're just going to forget about it. And that's how, in my opinion, they want to play it. Because surely these people, bruh, they must be known. Even within the government structure that, hey, bruh, there are criminal elements. But because in my opinion, I think a lot of people have a lot of skeletons on each other. Sometimes these things are used as leverage. as a form of power. I've got power over you. If you don't do this and don't do that, I'm gonna expose you for this, that, or I'm gonna send a hitman, shoot you. So all these things are now connecting now. All these things are connecting. When the general came out last week, people were upset and said he did not use the right proper channels. What do you mean? If I'm going to expose something and say, hey, here there's a drug cartel syndicate, what proper channel is there for me to address the situation on? What proper channel is there? You want me to go and write a letter and say, this is what I think? No, I'm going to come up to the people and I'm going to tell the people, hey, it's like this and it's like that. And a lot of people thought he was out of order. But now, with the advocate there for also backing him up and filling in those gaps and those little pieces, now it's starting to make sense and see how things are connected now. Here we are now as a nation now. Things are now being revealed. And I think it's high time that we as South Africans also, we started to demand answers and demand justice. Because now if you think about it, there are water outages, electricity tariffs. Electricity is actually quite expensive here. It's now insane. I remember 4 or 5 years ago, with 3 clipper, 300 rand, I could survive the whole month. But now, for sure, 1.5 weeks where that thing is done. And that's all because of all these criminal elements and these things going in, the corruption, so eroding every facet of just everyday life. Our kids are on drugs, paras. People blame the foreigners, not now. Now you see people, Advocate tefo came out and said SAPS is also involved. Some people high up in SAPS, you see? And then the narrative, the foreigner narrative, I don't think it's going to hold out for long enough. And I think the people are going to wake up one day and be like, hang on. Here we're being taken for a ride. We be our own people. We should name and shame and throw away the key and bring back the death penalty. That's just my opinion. Because some people just deserve it. Just let's get rid of them because they're not good for society. They're not good for society. This is where we are. This is where we are as a country. This is where we are. And I feel like if we make the wrong move, or we don't make any move, or justice is not done in this situation, it's only going to get deeper. And mark my words, it's going to get deeper. It's only going to get deeper. Way deeper. Even wider. Even the corruption is going to be uncontainable if we don't do anything at this point in time as a country. We will resemble Mexico, mafia state. We'll be killing each other, lawlessness. There'll be no law and order, to be every man for himself. And this is the time where, as a country, we have to come together and say, let's remove these negative elements from our government. Because if we do not do that, I'm telling you, we might just experience riots, anarchy, but because the people will be tired. And people are already getting tired. Life in South Africa is already hard. Like the standard of living is already going, it's insane. And to make it worse, that you wake up in the morning and you go home, you go to work every day, working your ass off, working your butt off for people who are stealing from you, your own people. How does that make you feel? That you yourself, you work hard, but you have nothing to show for it. But people in government can steal and do human trafficking and peddle drugs and wonder they're okay. How does that make you feel as an honest, hard-working South African citizen who wakes up every day, pay your taxes, and you do all the things that they require you to do, only to find out that these people, bruh, they've been going behind our backs. And they are the reasons for why we're in this mess. I think these people should be named and shamed and brought to the book. And that's just my opinion. But I also have another opinion that I don't think this Commission of Inquiry thing will actually result in anything substantial. I think they're just going to allow it to drag and drag until we just forget about, just like the Senzo Mayiwa case in the Zono Commission, which no one knows what was the end result. People just forgot about it. And God forbid, I hope this is not a moment in time as a country that that sort of scenario will happen again, because justice has to be done. But anyways, I just wanted to react on that and give my 2 cents. If you liked and you watched the video until this point in time, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be coming with you with more videos. And thank you for watching. Have a good day, people. Out.